Tom was curled up in Jack's arms, begging him to tell a story. Anna was holding a fruit plate, occasionally feeding Jack a grape, as her fingers brushed his lips. Anna blushed, but my eyes were laser-focused on what she was wearing. A pair of his and hers pajamas, almost identical to what Jack had on. I'd bought those same pajamas and begged Jack to wear them with me. He'd completely dismissed it. "Lucy, that's way too childish. It's for teenagers." The next year when I came back, those pajamas were gone. I'd always assumed Jack had just thrown them out. Never thought, well, they'd just ended up on someone else's body. I kicked the door the rest of the way open. I startled the 3 people inside. Anna let out a little scream and helplessly hid behind Jack. Jack looked surprised for a split second, then his face twisted in embarrassment as he asked, What are you doing back?" I let out a cold laugh. "My own house? Why wouldn't I come back?" Jack was speechless. He was about to say something else, but Tom in his arms came charging at me like a little cannonball. He rammed his head straight into my stomach. I stumbled hard against the corner of the table. A searing, stabbing pain shot through my lower back. I staggered and fell to the ground. "Wah, you evil woman, it's all your fault. Every time you show up, me and Mommy have to leave our own home. You evil woman, don't you have a home of your own? Why do you have to steal our home?" Jack pulled Tom back, his face a little awkward. He put on a stern voice. "Kids say the darndest things. It's not worth it to hold it against a kid." I gritted my teeth and just barely managed to get to my feet. "Fine, I won't hold it against the kid." Before he could even form a smug smile of satisfaction, I'd already rushed forward and slapped Anna hard across the face. A failing child is the mother's fault. Anna, you deserve that one. But my wrist was suddenly locked in a death grip. The next second, a blazing, fiery pain exploded across my own cheek. I collapsed to the floor. Jack was standing there, his face ice cold. "Are you done? Lucy, looks like you didn't learn your lesson from today." Then, like he'd just remembered something, his face darkened. The bill tonight was $150,000. "You don't have a single cent to your name. How did you pay for it?" Before I could get a word out, Anna was already crying. "Sis, even if you're angry and trying to spite us, you don't have to hurt yourself like this. No wonder when we left, that manager was giving you that look, smiling at you. Did you eat with him?" She clasped her hand over her mouth, looking like she'd accidentally said something terrible. The fury in Jack ignited. "Lucy, you'd rather sell your own body than just apologize? This is how you treat me? God, how could you be so cheap? Get out! Get out of here right now. You wanted to break up with me? Fine, it's done, now leave." I wiped the blood from the corner of my mouth and shakily stood up. "Jack, this is my marital home. You and your guests are the ones who should be getting out. Lucy, I know you chipped in some money back then, but Jack already transferred the deed to this house to me. Sorry about that. I still have to ask you to leave now." My head snapped up and I stared at Jack. "You signed over our marital home to Anna?" Anna hooked her arm through Jack's, a troubled look on her face. Jack was worried that Tom and I wouldn't feel comfortable living in someone else's house, so he just put the place in my name. He said this way, I'd have a real home of my own. Even though I'd already been crushed by disappointment. Right then, I still felt like a knife was twisting in my heart. This was our marital home. We renovated it together. "Jack, how dare you? This house is Anna's now, there's nothing more to say." I stared at the two of them for a long, silent moment, then let out a soft laugh. "Make a phone call for me. Send a few guys over." The second I hung up, Jack just scoffed. "Lucy, who are you still trying to fool? You don't have a dollar in your pocket. Who can you possibly call?" Anna let out a gentle sigh, her voice all syrupy sweet. "Lucy, I get it. It's a lot to take in right now. But what's done is done." She looked down and gently patted Tom's head. Jack just felt bad for us, a poor widow and her child. That's the only reason he put the house in my name. I didn't say anything. I just watched them. The noise we were making had drawn a crowd of neighbors. Someone recognized Jack and gasped. "Isn't that the associate professor? Mr. Jack, Mrs. Jack, do you need us to call the police?" Anna smiled warmly and gracefully. "Oh no, it's fine. It's just a friend from back home. She's refusing to leave my house." At that, everyone turned to look at me with disgust. Someone even yelled at me, "You woman, get out of here now! This isn't a place for people like you! You're not welcome here, get out now!" Jack turned his head and looked at me. "Just go, Lucy. It's way past the point of just saying sorry now. You've already been dirtied." I stared at him, face completely blank. $300,000. "What?" "The total price of this house." I spoke calmly. "I paid half. So the amount you put in was $350,000. Jack, I'm returning that $350,000 to you." Jack looked at me out of patience. "Lucy, don't be ridiculous. Your $350,000, who knows how many years you took out loans just to scrape that together? Where are you going to get that kind of money to pay me back?" He just pulled out his phone and made a call. "This is Jack. I need to report someone for document fraud, faking documents to apply for a marriage green card. Yes, I have proof. Please send someone to take her away now." Jack hung up the phone and looked at me with this complicated expression. "Lucy, something that could have been fixed by just saying sorry. I already explained everything to you. Once Tom finishes college, and my sister-in-law and Tom are really settled and stable, I can legally marry you then. Why do you have to be so stubborn? You were willing to wait 10 years. What's waiting a few more? I laughed coldly, but all I felt inside was this deep, hollow sadness. Turns out I'd wasted 10 years of my life on a man like this. Jack's chest was heaving with emotion. He took a deep breath and said to me, "As long as you promise to never bring up this thing between me and my sister-in-law again." I can tell the immigration people this was all just a misunderstanding. He stepped forward, trying to grab my wrist. "I know you hate all the flying back and forth. I can promise every year during the university summer and winter breaks, I'll definitely come back to be with you, back home. We can be a normal married couple just like we used to be, okay?" The moment Anna, standing right there, heard this, a flash of venomous hatred shot through her eyes, but she covered it up in a heartbeat. When she looked up, her voice was still sickeningly sweet, but her eyes on me were like frozen daggers. "Lucy, come on, don't be so stubborn, okay? You do know, if you actually get taken away by immigration, it's not just 10 years in prison. You're also looking at fines of hundreds of thousands of dollars." She gently tucked a stray hair behind her ear, her tone dripping with false concern, then her words took a sharp turn. "I can have the manager help you sort out that restaurant bill, but you can't exactly expect someone else to handle a prison bill, right? When that happens, you can scream your lungs out, but no one's coming to save you." Right as the words left her mouth, the sound of heavy, urgent footsteps came from outside. Getting closer and closer, every step felt like it was pounding right on my heart. Jack's face went pale. There was a threat in his voice. "Lucy, this is your absolute last chance. Say yes, and I'll go send them away right now. If you say no, I'll just have to stand back and watch them haul you off." But I was completely calm. I just slowly twisted my lips into a cold, mocking smirk. I violently shook off the hand he was using to grab me and stepped toward the door step by step. A few tall men in black suits and sunglasses walked through the door. They were built like soldiers, ramrod straight. An intense, chilling pressure radiated off them. Jack's jaw muscles tensed and bulged. He seemed to finally steel his resolve, giving me one last long look. Then he suddenly jabbed a finger at me and said firmly, "She's the one, take her away." His voice hadn't even faded when I slowly raised my hand. My tone was flat, but carried an undeniable authority. I said to the men in black, "Smash it all, I want this entire house completely wrecked." Anna's and Jack's eyes instantly went wide, pure disbelief written all over their faces. Anna screamed, her voice shrill, completely distorted. "Are you insane, Lucy? Has anger made you lose your mind? This was your own marital home." Before they could say another word, the men in black moved fast and efficiently. In a few swift moves, they had both of them tied up and tossed them hard onto the cold floor. I smiled as I stepped forward, raised my hand, and slapped Anna hard. Then I turned and slapped Jack. The crisp sound of the slaps echoed through the room. I didn't stop until my palms went numb. Then I slowly let my hand drop. "Here's your $350,000. I pulled a check from my purse and tossed it on the floor in front of them. "Jack." "My things. Even if I have to smash them to pieces and destroy them, you two will never have a single scrap." My eyes went cold, my voice dripping with finality. "Smashing it isn't enough. Bring in the explosives. I want this filthy marital home leveled, wiped off the face of the earth. Not a single trace left. Lucy, you psycho. I'm a key protected personnel of Country M. You're digging your own grave. You're breaking the law." Jack was screaming hysterically. Anna was shaking in terror, her face as white as a sheet. Right in the middle of their horrified shrieks, boom! The entire house was instantly swallowed by a fireball.